In this series, we analyse teams, identify problem areas and suggest solutions in the form of incoming players. We don't follow gossip, rumours or conjecture, we're concerned only with the players' on-field performance and their suitability for the role in question. Today's team is Chelsea. Welcome to Sensible Transfers. Chelsea are in a state of transition under new ownership, and as part of their restructuring, the club will have to navigate this period without the key decision makers from their previous era. Marina Granovskaya and Bruce Buck have both departed, Petr Cech has left too, and new majority owner Todd Boehly has taken the position of interim sporting director while longer-term options are found. Fortunately, the issues that need confronting in the meantime are plainly obvious. Andreas Christensen and Tony Rudiger have both left. Thiago Silva will soon turn 38, and Cesar Azpilicueta is approaching his 33rd birthday. Thomas Tuchel is desperately short of centre-halves and will need at least two of them. Assuming a back three, the position on the right is relatively well covered. Trevor Chalobah has developed into a Premier League player and could also be first choice. Despite his advancing years, club captain Azpilicueta can also play the position, and if need be, right wing-back Reece James can deputise too. It's not ideal, but it is good enough, and we'll come back to that area later. On the other side, at left centre-back, it's a different issue. Rudiger has joined Real Madrid on a free transfer, and he will need replacing. The outside positions in a back three require speed and athletic ability, as well as the defensive qualities that provide security behind a wing-back like Ben Chilwell. Rudiger was highly adventurous. He's an extremely progressive centre-back who carries and distributes the ball to a very high standard, but we're not specifically looking for those qualities in this pick. Trevor Chalobah provides that expression from the right of this back three, so the balance would be okay. 19-year-old academy product Levi Colwill is growing into a good player and had an excellent season on loan at Huddersfield in 2021-22, with whom he just missed out on promotion. He also played on the left of a back three, exhibiting many of the qualities that we're looking for. He's a strong dribbler, his distribution is good, and he possesses a range of traditional defensive attributes. Colwill is excellent in the air and in one-on-one situations without the ball. But he's not quite ready yet and could do with Premier League experience. In the meantime, Eintracht Frankfurt's Evan Ndicka would be a smart purchase, particularly as at 22 he's still developing and has just a year left on his current contract. Ndicka remains a work in progress, but he was part of the Eintracht team that was so impressive in the Europa League last season. He's a proactive defender, happy to step up the pitch and towards the play, but he's also very secure too. And while his distribution and carrying appear conservative in Oliver Glasner's side, he certainly has the required abilities to develop that side of his game. He's skillful, good on the ball, and a capable passer. In addition to which, though, his attacking ability would make him an asset in any team. He's our first pick, and that is the outside position fixed. Now, the middle centre-back typically needs a different set of attributes. Speed is also less important. Because of the lack of true depth on the right side, though, we ideally want a player who can cover both roles, who could primarily play in the centre and inherit the position from Thiago Silva, but who also has the required set of abilities to move to the outside when needed. We're also placing particular emphasis on the intangibles that someone like Thiago Silva can bring to a team and a club. This pick needs to be a leader, a spokesperson and an example, all in one, all accompanied by world-class defensive ability. Atletico Madrid's Jose Maria Jimenez is an option, but he's at peak age and only renewed his contract last year. That won't expire until 2025. He would likely be very expensive and doesn't have quite the gravitas that we're looking for. Nor does Jules Koundé. He's an excellent player who plays both positions and may well join Chelsea at some point, but he's not what we want specifically here. A better option would be Napoli's Kalidou Koulibaly, who seems to be linked with a move to England every summer, but who is a particularly good fit in this instance. He certainly falls into the category outlined. He's a captain of his club and country, has just won the Africa Cup of Nations, and speaks Italian, French and English. He's an enormously popular figure at Napoli, both in the dressing room and in the local community. Plus, he's balanced his career with advocacy in the face of all sorts of societal issues. At Chelsea, Koulibaly would be playing in front of his Senegalese international teammate Edouard Mendy. So that's a nice dynamic and an assurance of chemistry. But he also has the attributes for these roles. He's a superb tackler and aerially very imposing, and yet also possesses the pressure-resistant distributing game to play in either centre-back position, both through the middle and from the right. His above-average speed and capacity to dribble past opponents mean that Chelsea wouldn't suffer from having to move him outside, and in certain situations, because of the security that he would offer, having his athletic and defensive ability behind a wing-back might be highly beneficial for the security that it would provide. Consider, for instance, how he might have fared against Vinicius Jr. in that fateful Champions League tie against Real Madrid last season. It's a very good solution to a complex problem, and also to a void that Chelsea will need to fill. If you'd like to see sensible transfers for your team, then you are in luck, because we've written sensible transfers articles for every team in the Premier League and published them on The Athletic. To read them, you can get a 30-day free trial for The Athletic by clicking the link in the description. Thanks for watching today's video.